Hi everyone, this is John of Lee from Renergy, and this is the time of the year again where we are going to take a preview glimpse to in the year of 2026 in terms of the luck predictions forecast for all the 12 Chinese zodiac when it comes to career, business, wealth, health, and even relationship aspect for each of these zodiac and how it influenced you, and of course what kind of opportunity it brings together with you this year. So let us get started, of course, with the horse zodiac, because the horse zodiac is the Grand Duke of the year 2026. So therefore, being the horse and being the Grand Duke this year, apparently all eyes are on you, because being the Grand Duke, you are the center of attention. So therefore, this makes you someone who will be accelerating with a lot of energy this year. You are more aggressive, more driven, especially for those who are born with the fire horse. So therefore, this will amplify your overall fire element kind of energy. You are more driven, you're more passionate. So this actually help you to accelerating your growth. So therefore, this may be a very fast-paced kind of year for you, because you may wanted to do a lot of stuff, especially when you are blessed together with the general star. The general star basically is the star of commander. So having both the Grand Duke together with the general star, this will amplify your energy to make important decisions, to lead on important projects. So therefore, for those who are born with the horse zodiac, I will advise you to start planning what kind of ideas or projects that you've been wanting to do. What are the impacts you wanted to live in this planet that help you to, materialize the dream projects that you have been wanting to do? Well, congratulations. This is the year to do so. But do pay attention, there are risks of self-sabotage, because the horse zodiac have what we call the self-punishment in the year of the horse, where there are tendency for you to focus on your competitors until you neglect your own needs. You forgot about making progress in your own projects. So therefore, this is something that you need to pay attention. Set more clear focus in executing your projects rather than keep comparing yourself with other people. Okay, so let us talk about the career aspect. Well, this year you have a lot of powerful support, new opportunities for career and business growth as well. So plus, especially if you know how to leverage on your network, your connections, because for the horse zodiac, your best friend is the goat zodiac. And plus, your strategic alliance is the tiger zodiac and also the dog zodiac. So having all these three different zodiac can help you to materialize your ideas, your dreams. So therefore, now your role is to find out what kind of resources do you need. Who do you need in order to help you to get what you want? What kind of connections, which kind of market that you need the connections to lead you to unlock the greatest potential? So these are the most critical questions that you need to ask yourself. So in the year of 2026, these are the zodiac you need to go out to look for them. And of course, you need to be strategic in terms of how you communicate, because being the general star and Grand Duke, you will be overwhelming with a lot of energy. And if you don't know how to manage this energy well, it may backfire. So therefore, I will advise you to learn leadership skill sets such as communications, ability to recognize talents, and how to use the power of leveraging on other people's network, resources, skill set, talent, and of course their secret access. Sometimes certain people may have access to certain high net worth connections that you may need. So therefore, this is what you need to learn for the year of 2026. And of course, having such a wonderful and powerful energy, you need to learn how to use it wisely to advance in your career and your business. For career professionals, this may bring you opportunity to take on responsibility on a high important or high impactful projects this year. So if you are not someone who are comfortable to take on leadership role, well, this is something that you need to learn. Okay. And of course, you have to beware over the risk of self-punishment, because when you're too focused on your competitor, it may eventually backfire you. So therefore, I will advise you to focus more on break bigger projects into smaller chunks and focus more on short wins. Eventually, that will lead you to a major victory in the end of the day. So therefore, learning how to set clear boundary on set focus to help you manage your own conscious in the actions, this will increase your success rate by a lot of meaning. Okay. And when we talk about the wealth aspect, well, good news is you have the golden lock star, which symbolizes wealth, earning, growth, and also financial opportunities. Well, when the golden lock come together with the grandeur and general star, this basically means that you need to do something, you need to create, or you need to make certain new breakthroughs to unlock this golden lock. So therefore, efforts are required. Strategic alliance are required as well, because if you wanted to earn more money, of course, all these opportunities come from your willingness to lead all these impactful people to make things happen. Okay? And of course, being in the positions of authority, this may signify that you are the one that need to increase your visibility. Let people know what you are made of, what kind of ideas or what kind of personality and what kind of impact that you wanted to emphasize on this year, so that more people can discover that maybe it's a good match, that we can work together by leveraging different resources and skill set to create these wonderful, impactful projects. So therefore, visibility are critical this year, but do beware over the risk of the negative star, which is known as the sword edge, and also the hidden corpse, which may cause hidden illnesses issue or hidden past internal conflict that you have yet to resolve, which may eventually jeopardize your career or business progress. So therefore, I will advise you to resolve hidden internal politic issue, internal crisis, or stuff that you have yet to really come into a proper closure this year. Okay, but nevertheless, overall this year, you will have a lot of opportunity, especially when people are eyeing on you. Wealth and career aspect seems to be growing pretty well. But when we talk about relationship, well, being the grandeur, you will notice that your own charm, likability, attractions will also be amplified. So which is good when you have strong charismatic energy to being felt your presence. Of course, you will be more noticeable in your social network connections. So having that said, it's actually very auspicious for those who are single. You wanted to make a major changes in terms of your relationship status. For those who are already in a relationship or married, maybe you wanted to bring your relationship to the next level, because when the horse zodiac is boosting your own energy, you may have tendency wanting to do more. So therefore, such as, moving houses, moving places, perhaps from in a relationship you wanted to consider to tie the knots, trying to consider to move to the next level, like getting married. For those who are already married, maybe you have tendency wanted to conceiving baby would be your next level thoughts. So therefore, if you are experiencing this, congratulations. But nevertheless, when we talk about relationship aspect, well, there are risks of issue that you need to resolve in terms of your communications, because when you are more aggressive, you have tendency to focus more on your career or your wealth pursuit, until you may neglect the communications and the deep bonding with your loved one. So therefore, allocating sufficient time management, and also keep your spouse aware over what are the activities you are getting up to. So let your spouse know what you are getting on, what kind of opportunity, what kind of stuff that you are doing to keep everyone aligned. Otherwise, if you keep running away and focus on your own projects, you're stuck in your own realm, well, it will only widen the gap between you and your loved one. Okay, so therefore, you also need to be mindful over your emotional distance or frictions caused by little minor issues. Sometimes your loved one maybe just need you to pamper her, to give her the quality of time that will be sufficient to resolve most of all these issues. So therefore, this year, focus on the small gestures that will help you to plant a longer seeds to help the most harmonious relationship bonding growth in the year of 2026. When we talk about your health aspect, well, there are severe negative stars which indicates risk of physical injuries like bleeding, accidents. So therefore, I will advise you not to take on this kind of high risk activities like bungee jumping, extreme games. Those are definitely out of the goal this year. So because there are risks of bleeding, injury, which can eventually cause you suffering in a big succumb into a serious illnesses. So therefore, I will advise you, this is not the great year to take all these high risk activities. And plus, you have the hidden corpse star, which may signify there are a lot of hidden illnesses that you have been swept under the carpet, or you may have been ignored it, try to delay it in hope that it will disappear one day. Unfortunately, that will not happen this year. So therefore, when you notice that when there are a lot of strong fire element, it will intensify the issues such as cardiovascular, heart, blood circulations, eye, digestive issue, your stamina, and of course your inner immunity. So therefore, those are not something that I will say that is easier for you to take on until you pay a lot of focus to get it sorted out this year. So therefore, do not delay in any issue, especially when it comes to some lingering issue that has been bothering you in the past. Okay, that's all for the horse zodiac. Next, let's talk about the goat zodiac. Well, the goat zodiac, well, this is a wonderful news for you because last year there isn't much auspicious stuff for you, but this year apparently you are the best partner or the best friend of the Grand Duke horse zodiac. So therefore, this brings you more opportunity to being supported by all these influential connections. So I would highly advise for those who are born with the goat zodiac anywhere in their chart, you need to be more aggressive to go out, to be more active in your social network connections, start to learn how to expand your network social connections so that you will be able to discover more opportunity. And plus, having the Grand Duke combinations may also means that you have more opportunity to being mingle around with all these influential figures, being invited to all these events, parties where you are more being seen this year. So I would highly advise you to take this opportunity to go out, to look for mentor, look for helpful people, because this year you are blessed with the Sun nobleman. This is one of the powerful and magnanimous noblemen who can help you to solve most of the issue. Maybe you are able to attract or connect to an advisor, a mentor, someone who can provide you new insights to help you to coach yourself to the next level of your version of development. So I will highly encourage you all to go out to look for mentor this year, because who knows, maybe you will be able to being chosen or selected as a coachee or mentee, and you can have an enormous opportunity to develop yourself and gaining a lot of shortcuts and also some advices to help you to streamline and accelerating your growth. So when we talk about the career aspect for the goat zodiac, well, your ability to attract powerful partners, collaborators, and perhaps for business owners, you may consider doing crossover sales. Let us do some events and launching products together. Or for career professionals, maybe you can work collaboratively with people from different department or from different continent. Maybe this is a great time for you to showcase your leadership, and perhaps by doing so, you may be able to attract people who were able to notice your talent, or perhaps big bosses who were able to appreciate and see your ability, your skill sets, your talent, your ability to manage crisis well. So I would highly advise you all to take on this kind of opportunity to expand your network connections. Okay, and overall, in terms of business and career aspect, actually you also boosted by 2 accelerator star, which can boost your ability to either you have more opportunity to travel, or you are joining those accelerator program where you will be involved in all these high intensity projects or incubators to help you to accelerate your growth, launching products or projects. So I would say that this is going to be highly beneficial for business owners and career professionals. So therefore, if you're looking to expand yourself or establish yourself in other market, in other continent, so this is definitely a big opportunity for you. Okay, but nevertheless, in terms of career, I will advise you all to focus more on executing your ideas rather than talking too much about it, especially for business owners, because you have 2 negative star, which may causes you to the tendency of leaking out secret source or important information. And of course, when you leak out your secret formula, it will be not that beneficial for you. So therefore, stop talking too much, focus more on executing. In case if you wanted to talk, you wanted to show off, I would advise you to share your success, share the results rather than talking too much until you may leak it out your secret sauce. So therefore, those are not that auspicious. But when we talk about the wealth aspect, well, your wealth log is slowly improving step by step and stage by stage, but you have to be reminded that your wealth opportunity come mostly from your network and connection. So therefore, if you wanted to make more money, you need to know how to tap into different market, how you can strengthen the bonding, your connections with all these important clients. So if you looking for opportunity to grow your wealth for business owners especially, maybe you can consider joining roadshow exhibitions. Basically, you need to establish your presence in other market. So if you can do that, I think nevertheless, this will increase your success rate to improve or increase your wealth rising opportunity. You just need to pay attention. Try not to, you need to avoid making over the top kind of promises. Don't try to over promises or bragging too much, because the more you brag, eventually those may activate some negative stuff, which may hold or suppress your branding, your trustworthiness. So especially for those who are working in secret projects, sometimes you could be an OEM supplier. If you leak it out all this important information that you have hold certain NDA agreement, well, this could be very bad and it's going to be backfire on your side. When we talk about relationship aspect, well, the Duke combination style will already heighten your magnetic field, signifies that you can easily attract and expand and build meaningful connections with a lot of people this year. But nevertheless, having this said, you need to know who you wanted to surround yourself with, who you wanted to associate yourself with. When we talk about the personal relationship, this is, of course, is definitely boosting your ability to meet someone interesting, someone you find there's a more synergized, there's an energy that align together. Well, of course, this will be added advantage. And for those who are already in a relationship or already married, well, this Duke combinations would actually strengthen the bonding between you and your loved one. So overall, this is a great year for you to increase your activities in terms of your relationship, your interpersonal skill set. Okay, when we talk about the health aspect, well, you have the Sun Nobleman and also the Duke combination, which give you the boost of vitality. But the only thing that could be holding you is the Bad Chi star. This star will increase in terms of your the sense of feeling more lethargic, more complaining. You have tendency to wanted to ventilating your emotion, you wanted to complain yourself. So there will be a lot of all these dissatisfactions. You may wanted to figure out a healthier way for you to vent out all this your frustration. So therefore, overall, it's more about focus more on your mental wellness, because very high chance that your mental stress will cause you to be easily distracted, and this will cause you to lose momentum. Okay, nevertheless, it's been a wonderful auspicious year for the Goat Zodiac. So next, let's talk about the Monkey Zodiac. Well, this year the Monkey Zodiac are boosted together with two powerful stars, which is known as the Sky Horse and also Intelligence Star. And of course, Intelligence Star, as it sounds, it will increase your intelligence, your ability to master certain skill set, knowledge, information. So this will be your ultimate boost in terms of your academic or your professional certifications pursuit. And the Sky Horse Star brings you opportunity to travel or opportunity to migrate, move to different places. Well, when both of these stars combine together, it will bring you opportunity to travel and learn something new. So having this said, for those who are pursuing academic higher level study, well, congratulations if you have the Monkey Zodiac. When we talk about the career and business aspect, well, both of these stars could help you either upgrading your skill set, knowledge. Perhaps you can take on some new leadership role and you need to learn or gain certain certifications to get certain certified ability, certain accreditations to help you to increase your level of professionalism, your mastery level. Eventually from there, you can also ask for more payment, right? For business owners, perhaps it's time for you to improve your overall ability to upgrade your internal system. You maybe have the opportunity to gain certain accreditations, like ISO, HACCP, and any accreditations which will elevate the status of your company. When we talk about business and career aspect, the Sky Hot Star actually brings you opportunity to tap into the new market. So for those who wanted to expand your market, maybe you can consider like, doing training. You can share your knowledge in other places such as exhibitions, a summit, for example. See how you can contribute and help you to build your branding and establish yourself as the knowledge leader in the industry. Okay. So when we talk about the wealth aspect, well, this year you have opportunity to increase your wealth through skill set building by being able to do more, having more knowledge. You will eventually can ask for more money, right? So therefore, this year is more focus more on being a smart financial planner or smart financial growth aspect. And of course, you may need to invest into your personal growth and also your self-rewarding, such as opportunity to travel, because having that say, for the past few years, you have been working very hard to build your momentum. And this year happened to have the opportunity for you to broaden your life perspective, going out for travel. And perhaps it's time for you to rejuvenate and reconsider or restructure in terms of what kind of inspirations that you can derive by traveling to different continents, mingle and live together with different cultures. Maybe that will give you new ideas on how you can grow in terms of your wealth directions as well. And when you talk about relationship aspect, well, the Sky Hot Star, of course, is definitely a great way to boost and strengthen the deepen your bonding between you and your loved one. And for those who are looking for a new relationship, well, first of all, I would advise you to consider to take a solo trip to help you to seek for inner clarity and rejuvenate your own self before you jump into the next relationship. Because this year is all about investing more time into staying mindful to gain the inner clarity within you yourself, and having more private or your interpersonal space within yourself could be top of the chart this year. And also you may need to consider the health conditions, not just you, but also the health conditions of over your spouse, your loved one, your family members, because this year there are two negative stars which may affecting your family members and your own immunity as well. So therefore, I will highly advise you to prioritize the health check. Maybe you need to you yourself need to go for a health check, or you together with your spouse, your family members, because apparently overall the immunity is slightly weaker this year. So I would advise you to stay avoid of all these hospital or unhygienic places, including funeral, because there are risks of all these hidden immunity or bacteria issue which may affect and jeopardize your overall health and well-being aspect. So I will also highly advise you to pay more attention in terms of strengthen your immunity through healthier diet. Make sure most of the food that you're consuming have higher nutrition to improve your overall internal immunity system. And of course, you can consider go for sunbathing, grounding, or all these spiritual activities to help you to strengthen your own emotions and your own energy. And this will eventually help you to increase your success rate to uplifting or level up your own energy. Next, let us talk about the Rooster Zodiac. Well, the Rooster Zodiac will keep on thriving in the year of 2026. Despite the clash and all this issue in the past, apparently this year, the Rooster Zodiac will still be thriving and flying on sky high because you have lots of helpful noblemen. But the only major concern is this is the year for you to resolve past lingering issue, such as all this unresolved past issue, such as either in your relationship. Because for the Rooster Zodiac, well, I would say this is going to be your top peak season of your love and relationship matter, because you have the ultimate relationship star, which is known as the red matchmaker. This is the ultimate Cupid star. So therefore, for those who are looking for relationship, you wanted to strengthen and focus more on the relationship aspect, this is going to be a fascinating year. But let us go through the career and business aspect first, because apparently this year your career and business will keep thriving with a lot of support from helpful and influential individuals. And this year also highly supported for you to look for mentor, and plus you are supported by the Moon Nobleman star, which can provide you unconventional insights, someone who can help you to do a lot of brainstorming. They may be able to ask certain intriguing questions which may eventually helping you to spark new ideas on how to look for the market gap, new opportunity in the market, and how you can derive unconventional solutions to further strengthen or add value into your existing products and services. So therefore, having this star will highly beneficial for you. But bear in mind, the moon nobleman is the unconventional nobleman, which they are not directly coming to help you out. They could be just hanging around, maybe during the nighttime, during odd hour, because the moon is just like the moon, where it's very mysterious. But sometimes their ability to ask deep questions may be able to stimulate and help you to brainstorm certain new insights. So therefore, you need to pay a lot of attention to spot out all this opportunity. Okay, and for career professionals, of course, your work will be more will be seen, will be more noticeable. People will be giving you all more acknowledgement, recognizing your work and contributions, maybe opportunity to being promoted. So therefore, I would highly advise for career professionals, you still need to do a lot of hard work. You still need to pull things through. But this year, everything will be siding on you because your own likability will be magnified as well. For business owners, of course, if you are doing anything related to branding, marketing, or your work need to be presented into the public, well, this is a must. This is a mandatory. You need to let people know what you have been achieving, what you have been doing, because you have the red matchmaker star, which will also increase the visibility of your brand as well. When we talk about the health aspect, well, this is a great year for financial potential and being able to receive support from helpful noblemen. So if you are doing investment or you wanted to seek for more financial growth, you have opportunity to work collaboratively with influential projects, and you could be part of all these important mentions. People will be mentioning your name and you could be part of the contributors. Maybe through this will elevate your status, and so therefore this requires you to know how to build your online branding. Your visibility need to be bigger this year, okay? But do be cautious with some of the negative star which may hold you back with a lot of financial dispute, bad investment commitments, because there are some legal entanglement, and also you have two negative star known as the hook spirit and also the piercing rope. Both of these related to past lingering issue. Maybe there are certain agreement that you have signed last time. Maybe there are certain commitment you made last time, which may require you to pay a huge sum of money. So here I will advise you to do a proper audit to ensure you have cleared all the past financial commitment, re-audit again to ensure that you are free from all these unnecessary penalties and summonses. So this could also help you to streamline or increase the efficiency in terms of how you work, how you make your financial growth to work for you. Okay. And of course, when we talk about relationship, this is going to be your ultimate relationship year. So for the singles, this may bring you opportunity to meet someone you can develop for a long term. You can maybe have opportunity to meet your soulmates. For those who are already in a relationship or who are already married, well, congratulations. In a relationship, you may consider to getting married this year. For those who are already married, maybe you may considering to conceive babies and conceiving a new family members this year. So overall, this is going to be fascinating year for those who are looking towards in terms of relationship and personal growth. And you may need to pay a little attention to resolve past entanglement, especially in your relationship. Let's say you already promised someone in the past, but you haven't really give them the ultimatum. So it's better for you to declare and make things clear once and for all. Stop holding on to certain relationship that is not going to bear any fruits, or especially if you know that the relationship has come to an end, come to a stagnation that is no longer worthy for the both of you to further develop it. So either you can figure out a way, look for consultant or healers or therapists to help you to mediate this issue, or you need to decide how you wanted to proceed with this kind of dingling kind of relationship. Okay. And next, when we talk about health aspect, well, apparently this year, your health may be going through a stressful year because you have been working very hard, and it seems that, all your past strain, you have been overly focused and helping other people to solve their issue, but eventually your own issue have yet to come into solutions. Good news is this year you have the rest God star, which may indicate you have an opportunity to fully seek for some retreat or healing mechanism which can help you to fully relax, to rejuvenate your own self. And plus, you have the Taiji nobleman star, which can help you to explore spiritual or unconventional healing methodologies or method of new healing. Maybe it will related to spiritual, religious practice, such as going from yoga, meditations. Perhaps a spiritual retreat could help you to regain and recharge your inner energy. So therefore, you need to extremely pay more attention issue related to autoimmune, breathing, your blood circulations, thigh, hips, lung, and yeah, those are the most important part. So I think for those who are born with the Rooster Zodiac, your luck will keep thriving this year. So therefore, I just would advise you to take a little back, a slower momentum, focus more on healing and rejuvenate yourself. Otherwise, when you are highly tense up, there are tendency for you to make the wrong decisions again, and that will eventually causes you stuck in certain, being tightened down by unnecessary new commitment. And next, let us talk about the Dog Zodiac. Well, the Dog Zodiac forms three harmony alliance together with the Grand Duke, the Horse Zodiac, together with the Tiger Zodiac. So therefore, this makes you the creative strategic alliance that you will be able to focus more on creative endeavor. Because why? You are supported by the elegant Silk Star, which boosts your creativity, art, artistic pursuit, academic, and anything related to creative beauty, such as dancing, or especially nowadays, everyone do a lot of content creations, right? So therefore, the elegant Silk Star will boost your creative output. I would highly advise for those who have been looking for creative output or creative expression. Well, this is one of the star, and plus this star will also boost your and enhance your ability to learn the mountain arts such as metaphysics, physiognomy, face reading, spiritual, feng shui. So if you have this star and you have been pursuing Chinese metaphysics studies or spiritual tarot reading, well, this will be highly beneficial for you. So when we talk about the career and business aspect, well, apparently this year, overall things are getting hype up for you, because the three harmony star brings you opportunity to build powerful and meaningful alliance together with all these influential figures. The elegant Silk Star will ignite your creativity, making this the perfect time for you to innovate, be creative, to upgrade your products, your services. Or perhaps you may want to do a little bit more on marketing. So having more creative boost will help you to present your ideas, your content in a more creative and unorthodox way. So this will definitely be added advantage. But do pay attention, because there are some issues related to legal compliancy and dispute with the authority. So therefore, if your work required to fulfill certain legal compliancy, you need to pay attention on all this issue. If you need to get certain permit, certifications, compliancy, well, make sure you have been able to fulfill all these requirements, because there are risks of maybe you are over promising and making a lot of false claims, but you lack of proof, and this may jeopardize your career or your business as well. So therefore, make sure go through all this proper compliancy to ensure that you are not easily being stuck or being stopped in your work, and that will eventually jeopardize your work this year. When we talk about the wealth aspect, well, there are more great financial potential coming to you, because all your money opportunity come from collaborations. So therefore, you need to be willing to go out to build all these meaningful connections, look for all these strategic alliance. Maybe you already know what kind of resources or key connections that you already know. Maybe certain people are required your part into their deal. Then you need to know how to present yourself. Okay, so therefore this year you need to let people know what you have, what kind of resources, what kind of skill set, what kind of experience you have, what you can bring to the table, and this matters a lot to help you to be rewarded equally. So therefore, I will also advise you to focus more on upgrading your intellectual knowledge, your creative skill set. Maybe you need to invest into the creative tools to help you to present yourself way better. So overall, this is going to be a wonderful year in terms of creative growth, ability to generate more income. But do pay attention when it comes to legal compliancy or financial dispute, because there are tendency of stuck in all this legal compliancy issue. Maybe there are certain debt that you haven't paid. Maybe you need to figure out a way to ask for an exchange. You need to figure out a way to negotiate, because it seems that the negotiations energy are still present, so which will help you to cushion or have ability to resolve the issue in the most harmonious manner. Okay. And when we talk about relationship, well, the tree harmony will brings a lot of collaborative energy. So therefore, if you and your spouse, we have opportunity to participate in this couples activity together, that may strengthen the bonding between you and your loved one or your family members. Maybe you all can consider to go for camping activities, like survival, where the both of you and your family members, you need to let go your own ego and start to contribute to focus more on fulfilling certain mission that will eventually strengthen the success feeling, the connections between you and your family members. Okay, but do pay attention, because you are being affected by the peeling head and also the 5 ghost star. These two will intensify your suspicious and amplify all these small matters. You will lead into a bigger argument, and that may cause a lot of mistrust and legal entanglement issues. So therefore, risk of breaking up is still quite high this year. If you don't know how to regulate, you don't know how to find a common goal together, well, that could be the issue. So I would advise you have more opportunity to create collaborative activities, focus more on missions like survival, where people have to let go their own identity to focus on work things out together. When it comes to health aspect, well, your health aspect this year apparently is highly tied to mental state. The good news is you have the Earth Relief Star, which can help you to relieve and resolve all these issues in related to anxiety, internal disputes, self-contradictory emotions. You may have suppressed a lot of emotions, or perhaps issues related to health, such as digestive, skin, body cells. All these issues could be heightened up. So therefore, this year you need to pay attention in terms of how you can maintain your wellness and your physical body health. Next, let us talk about the pig zodiac. Well, the pig zodiac, after going through a clash in the year of 2026, apparently this year things will go in a more smoother way. Things will be lessened with all this dramatic annoyance. This year things keep to be elevating in a more stable vibes. And plus, I would like to share with you that the pig zodiac actually forms a hidden combinations with the Grand Duke with the horse zodiac, which may means that maybe you are being introduced to work with the big authorities. Maybe certain leaders from certain organizations will be asking you, hey, can you do this for me, during your part-time? So maybe they were having some hidden deals or under table deals that could be coming to you. So I will highly advise you to strengthen and build all these meaningful connections with all these major industrial players. Who knows, maybe somehow they're willing to give you opportunity to work with all these influential figures, and one thing may lead to another. So who knows? So therefore, I will advise you all to take this opportunity to build your visibility, let people know what kind of skill set you are well known for, so that people will have tendency to refer you rather than certain bigger suppliers or alternative solution provider out there. Okay, when we talk about career and business aspect, well, this year you will be receiving powerful support and new opportunities for career and business advancement, because you are supported by the Moon Virtue Star, which help you to resolve a lot of issue. Maybe you have the ability to help your client to resolve their certain lingering issue perhaps. So therefore, this star will also heighten your ability to mitigate and able to solve most of the issue and add on value in terms of your expertise, especially if you're a solution provider. This will be added advantage. And of course, to further improve or enhance this star, I would advise you all to do a little bit more on charity, and perhaps you can consider do some paid forward pro bono work. If you can contribute in certain charitable activities, I will highly beneficial for you. And you are also supported by a star, which is boosting your powerful academic and research knowledge. So therefore, if you are pursuing any academic related aspects, such as pursuing higher level study, doing research, if you wanted to innovate or create new software, new AI engine perhaps, because you have a couple of stars which support your academic, and your ability to solve complex informations. Well, apparently the pig zodiac this year, you are the one who received all this powerful boost. So therefore, I will highly advise for career professionals or business owners, if you're looking for level up your business through academic, research, upgrading internal facilities, well, this is definitely a good year for you to do so. And when we talk about the wealth aspect, well, you have the 5 prosperity star, which supports you in creating new income stream. Maybe you are able to derive new additional passive income, or you are able to create a new income stream in certain way. Maybe you can monetize certain subscriptions. So who knows, maybe you have certain intellectual property that help you to collect royalty, for example. Those could be also your passive income as well, yeah. And in terms of wealth, you may need to pay attention in terms of risk of the financial losses due to the presence of robbery star and also the lesser consumer. Last year, you are being affected by the clash, which brings you massive amount of financial leakages. But this year, things are slowly improved. But do pay attention. There are still people eyeing for your wealth, for your money. So therefore, you need to keep your wallet or all your financial budgeting tightly, because there are tendency of robbery or your asset opportunity being stolen away. So you have to heighten up all this or the financial safety aspect this year, and try not to take on any risky financial ventures, because you have the tendency of losing out money faster than what you may know of. Unless you have done a thorough research knowledge, you really understand what kind of stuff that you are investing yourself into, then maybe that could help you to resolve the issue. Okay, when we talk about the relationship aspect, well, apparently this year you have the moon virtue, you have the heavenly Yi star, which brings excellent support and helping people who can help you in terms of giving you advice, maybe help you and your spouse to rekindle, reconnect, strengthen your bonding. But do pay attention, because the death charm star may be affecting you in terms of your emotional, which may causes you to either you could be too much focus on your work until you neglect your loved one, and this may widen the gap between you both. So therefore, this star may need you to pay a little bit attention, because this may eventually lead to a wider friction, and small matters will eventually erupt into a bigger turmoil. So I would advise you guys to focus on time management. Make sure your loved one know what you are getting yourself up to, and in case you wanted to have your own me space to focus more on career growth, well, just let them know. Perhaps you can invite them to be part of your activities, because there are hidden combinations. Maybe your spouse will be able to help you out, to assist you, to recommend or introduce certain people to you. Well, maybe that would be highly advantage in terms of your personal relationship growth as well. And when we talk about health aspect, well, apparently the death charm and the robbery charm may heighten up the risk of your emotional setbacks. But a lot of stuff that you have been planning, maybe there are certain blockages, they will just meeting certain obstacle, hindrance once in a while. So therefore, you need to prioritize your ability to upkeep your own energy, so that you maybe need to take more power nap, for example, to help you to rejuvenate more, so you have a fresher mind to be able to mitigate all the death charm, overwork, overdraining yourself. Okay, so therefore, for the pig zodiac this year, you have the hidden combinations, which signifies there are more hidden opportunity available for you. Okay, next, let us talk about the red zodiac. Well, the red zodiac, after building your success empire last year, apparently this year you are facing the clash with the horse zodiac. This is going to be a dramatic clash, because the fire and water, both elements are very strong polarity, and it's going to be more dramatic. So therefore, being clashed with the grandeur may signify tendency to experience uncomfortable change. Whatever you plan, somehow they are going through some obstacles, some challenges. Maybe the promises that has been made to you apparently is going through some delay. So therefore, this is not the year that is suitable for you to make a major move. I would advise you to lay low, stay cool, focus more on defense. Don't try or take any high risk activities, because they are bound to experience all these roadblocks, delay, potential of setback, and very high chance for any potential experiencing losses. And when we talk about career aspect, well, apparently this year, when the clash happen, may brings career or business instability. There are risks of high fluctuations. A lot of stuff may be cancelled out. Maybe there are some certain orders that people get used to buy from you. Somehow they have sudden change of ideas, or maybe they wanted to delay the frequency. So therefore, all this stuff may be taking a toll on you. So you need to practice more mindful. You have to be more patient to manage, and you have to keep yourself competing in terms of persistency in doing follow-ups. Persistency, not more towards like consistent, not towards to being too aggressive to a stage that making yourself too annoying, because you have to lay low profile, not presenting yourself as the most annoying person. Okay, so for business aspect, of course, there are risks of financial losses because the clash brings together with the greater consumer star, which may indicate there are risks of losing certain business deal. And so therefore, ensuring you can work collaboratively with your strategic partner, such as the ox and of course the dragon and also the monkey, to maintain the balance between you and your prospect. This is something that you may consider to focus more on the defense strategy. When we talk about wealth, as I already mentioned, the great consumer star warns potential of great financial losses and unexpected expenses. So therefore, you have to be careful in terms of financial opportunity. So you have to avoid all this gambling or high-risk financial ventures. Don't try to, overly confidence, because due to your confidence, sometimes you are easily drawn due to your emotions. You may fail due to your emotion, because the fire and water clash will signify a lot of dramatic temperamental issue. So therefore, if you are easily fall into temptations or intimidations and you're just trying to revenge, trying to show off, well, this will be the first step of your falling into financial pitfall. Well, despite all this negative stuff, but nevertheless, you're still blessed with a small, tiny little sky fortune star, which still brings small wealth gain opportunity. But this requires you to focus more on the defense strategy rather than being aggressive. Okay? And when we talk about relationship aspect, well, apparently there are two negative stars which will highly influence your relationship. The first one is the sky cry. The next one is the sky sadness. And plus with the clash, when you are experiencing a lot of disturbance, things are not going smooth, a lot of disruptions, a lot of things is pulling back, somehow that will make you easily more agitated, right? I know. So therefore, you have to figure out a way to manage your emotions, because this is going to be a year, it's going to be a challenging year in terms of relationship. So I will highly advise you to focus more on strengthening your bonding, your relationship, your connections, because relationship is what can help you to cushion and help you to solve most of the issue in the long term. So I will advise you to focus on strengthening, defend your relationship, because those are your safety net, and do not try to consider to take risks on investing into new projects. Lay low until you reach stability, then only you consider to grow and take more risks. And when we talk about the health aspect, apparently this year there are risks of influence of the flying blade, which may cause us bleeding, injury caused by metal or risky objects. So therefore, this style could also means when you're driving, maybe some people just crash their car onto you. It's not your mistake, but it was because of other people's mistake. So this requires you to be more cautious when you're driving or operating high-risk equipment, for example. So therefore, this is a star that you need to pay attention more on your physical injury. And you're also affected by the prison inmate star, which signifies trapped or stuck in a lift or stuck in certain places, undesirable places. And this will eventually heighten up your stress, your anxiety, you will have tendency to overreact, and this may further drain your own energy. So therefore, practice mindfulness. If you can, train your emotions, how you manage, how you react to the external issue. This will be highly recommended for the red zodiac this year. Next, let's talk about the ox zodiac. Well, the ox zodiac is actually experiencing the 6 harm interactions with the grandeur, which can lead to hidden emotional issue, betrayal, unmet expectations, separations, breakup, major argument, So therefore, this year is slightly more dramatic for the Ox Zodiac. But the good news is you have a lot of helpful noblemen and benefit factor who can help you to cushion and help you to arbitrate and resolve all this communication issue. But you yourself have to pay more attention to be more receptive, not to be too stubborn, especially if you think you know everything. Yeah, that is the first stage of blocking your ability to receive help. So therefore, you need to be more open. You need to be more receptive of help, willing to learn and grow together. Okay. In terms of career, apparently it's going to be a great year for great leadership potential, financial opportunity, career advancements, because you are blessed with the Dragon Virtue Star and a lot of powerful energy, which can help you to boost your overall career success. There are lots of helpful noblemen willing to train you up, willing to give you more opportunity, and plus you have the Emperor Star, which signifies this is going to be a great year for you to establish yourself as the authority. You are gaining a lot of recognitions, building fame and popularity. Maybe you are more visible. You are gaining certain recognitions like award or at least a nominee. So therefore, if you're participating in all these activities, they will definitely boost your visibility and your presence. And when we talk about business, this is going to be a great year for you to focus more on strengthening internal communications due to the sixth harm. There are issues related to internal politics, internal conflict, or hasty decision lead one thing to another. So therefore, you may need to consider to focus a little bit more on resolving and stabilize internal communication aspect this year. And when we talk about wealth aspect, well, there are risks of sudden unexpected financial loss due to impulsive reactive. So therefore, whatever issue comes to you, especially nowadays, there's a lot of scammers. They will use a lot of fear factor to pressure you. So you may need to create a multiple steps or multi-layer protections in terms of how you can secure your communications, ensuring all these financial decisions are vet through three times to increase the success rate or safety precautions. So this year you have to focus more on managing all these critical resources, including financial, your asset, whatever resources you have. So make sure all your decisions related to wealth are focusing more on growing, on stability, more on predictable type of investment. Okay. And next, when we talk about the relationship aspect, there are potential of hidden conflict, misunderstanding, like cold shoulders, not willing to confront. Both parties are too ego, sometimes you are not willing to confront it because you think you are right. Well, apparently this year you have to learn how to say, maybe it's my problem. Let us discover what are the way to resolve this issue. Because this year, your responsibility comes from your ability to manage communications and clarity and also set the expectation right. All these harm interactions comes is due to a lot of mismatched expectation. Basically means that everyone have their own expectation. When you don't have the ability to align everyone's expectation, that's where it will grow into something that out of expectation. So therefore, managing communications, managing expectations, and allow other people to contribute to look for solution provider are critical. Okay. When we talk about the health aspect, well, this year you are affected by the sky chart and disaster chart, which may bring sudden issue like accidents, certain negative activities, certain uncomfortable or very bad situations happen in a family. Maybe someone falls sick, certain catastrophe happening in the family or your living space that can cause a lot of issue in the family, which require you a lot of your patience to resolve it in a more diplomatic way. Instead of being reactive, you have to look for helpful people who can help you out, especially maybe the ox could look for the Rooster Zodiac or can consider to look for the Snake Zodiac. Maybe they were able to introduce someone who can help you to solve your problem. So therefore, in terms of health aspect this year, you do need to prioritize to ensure that you, your family, your loved one have to go through a properly medical checkup or health checkup to ensure that all the wellness and physical well-being of the family are well protected. In terms of your house, hopefully your environment, your surrounding you are living in a highly secure environment. If your area there are risks of flood or natural disaster, then you have to figure out a way to increase the protection or safety precautions. And next, let us talk about the Tiger Zodiac. Well, the Tiger Zodiac actually forms the tree harmony with the Horse Zodiac. So therefore, this actually makes you one of the strategic alliance for the Grandeur and also the Dog Zodiac. And of course, this will bring you a lot of strategic opportunity, especially when you know how to offer your value, your services, your resources into the collaborations. Okay, so therefore, in terms of career and business, of course, collaborations brings you more opportunity to work with all these influential figures. You have the opportunity to travel, expand your influence, build your presence elsewhere in other places. So and especially for those who are working in creative or creative industry or entertainment, you have the heavenly horse star, which will increase your imaginations, your ability to think out of the box. Maybe if you are doing all these film, animations, well, this style will boost your imaginations, will help you to derive or think of new type of a new era type of entertainment content. So therefore, this is highly beneficial. And plus, you are supported by the study hall star, which will boost your learning academic pursuit. So if for those who are pursuing high level study, this is definitely a major boost. For career professional, this will boost your intellectual growth. For business owners, maybe you wanted to take on certain upgrading your internal team, gaining new stacks of knowledge, skill set, value to elevate the value of your business or your offering. This is basically a great year for you to upgrade your own self to pursue higher level of accreditations. Okay, and next, when we talk about the wealth aspect, well, apparently the wealth mostly come from ability to commute, to travel, to work collaboratively with other people, and how you can expand your portfolio. So therefore, if you want to earn more money, you need to establish your presence in a wider audience range. Okay, because nowadays all business go online. So therefore, you may need to do some. You need to go to certain places physically to let people know you, getting yourself closer. So this will eventually enhance your your bonding, your connections, make people feel that your presence does matter a lot to them. Okay, but you still need to be cautious over certain risky adventures, because risk of overspending, lack of proper budgeting, lack of insurance or protection mechanism, those may cause you some backfall. So therefore, I would highly advise you to focus more on proper planning. If you are traveling to certain places, make sure you have done your research well. Make sure you really understand what kind of places you are traveling, because there are still risks of war area or natural disaster area, which may eventually cause you to stuck in unfavorable situations. Okay, in terms of relationship, while the tree harmony also boosts your ability to build stronger, meaningful connections. So this is highly beneficial for deepen the deep intimacy connections with your loved one. So for the singles, maybe you have opportunity to meet certain group who can introduce someone interesting to you. And for those who are already married, already have a children, so perhaps you can focus more on the family togetherness kind of activities, where you can go for camping, you can go out to take on certain family activities to strengthen the survival or the mission driven kind of activities, to strengthen the bonding and collaborative manner, where you can learn more in terms of the other perspective of your family members. And you may need to beware over the complex entanglement, which may lead to third party gossip, because there are negative style of the back poking. There are a lot of gossip. People may be bad mouthing you. So those are just a minor issue that you may not even need to spend too much time to solve those issues. Yeah. And when they talk about health aspect, well, this year you have the white tiger, the sky warrior, and also the flying cheese. All these stars are related to accidents, provocations. Maybe some people are doing some demonstrations, somehow they are certain negative dangerous weapon object fly onto you, causes you to fall into some injury. So therefore, there are risks of all this injury, physical pain could be affecting you. So therefore, try not to participate all these high risk activities, including those protests, because the tendency of you being inflicted in injury is very high. So that's all I can tell for the Tiger Zodiac. Okay, and of course there are risks of the earth charm, which may signify issue related to environment disaster like flood, natural disaster. It could risk or it could intensify the risk of injury or financial or asset losses. So therefore, you do need to focus a little bit more on the security and defense mechanism. Okay, that's all for the Tiger Zodiac, and let us move to the Rabbit Zodiac. Well, finally, the Rabbit Zodiac actually will be not only just thriving in the year of 2026, but as a matter of fact, this year, because the Rabbit Zodiac actually forms a destruction with the grandeur, basically means that there are a risk of a lot of changes, a lot of things may not go that smooth. They are bound to have some changes, disruptions. Maybe people will just keep, changing your ideas, remodeling your ideas. So therefore, this is just going to be slightly annoying. But nevertheless, the Rabbit Zodiac this year, you are blessed with huge amount of fortune star, like fortune virtue, heavenly virtue, prosperity star. Basically, there's a lot of auspicious star to help you to mitigate and cushion all this pain point transformation. So therefore, having that said, let's talk about the career aspect. Well, all these auspicious star will actually boost your career, your fortune, fame, popularity. You'll be receiving a lot of support from helpful noblemen. So therefore, this is going to be a prosperous year for you to grow despite you are going through the destruction. But sometimes maybe the destructions are meant for you to help you to, remove or tear yourself up or demolish the old framework that you have designed for yourself. Maybe is no longer irrelevant in current time. So therefore, the moment you destroy it, you remodel it with a brand new version, with a brand new approach. Maybe this is the greatest calling for you. So therefore, be willing to go through the feeling of uncomfortable, because eventually it will be highly rewarding for you. Okay, so when we talk about negative star, well, there are risks of verbal disputes, quarrel, defamations. People will be complaining at you. There'll be some issue, and in terms of maybe people will misunderstand your intention. They are receiving the wrong signal. Maybe you're treating them very nice, you're treating them as friends, but they have other intention for you, and when you're not replying according to their favor, so that will may lead to a lot of emotional distress, a lot of bad mouthing. So those are just gossiping related issue. As long as you walk the talk, as long as you are staying self-composed, and most of the issue will dissipate on its own. Okay, and when we talk about the wealth aspect, of course there's huge amount of prosperity, wealth star coming to you, but you need to know how to monetize it, because the Rabbit Zodiac are more cautious. They are more risk prone, because the Rabbit Zodiac are too vulnerable. So therefore, there are tendency of you being cheated, being lied. There are issue related to unfavorable fleeting romance, like short-term romance. Maybe you fall in love with someone, after that you're being scammed, like love scam is happening nowadays. So therefore, for those who are born with the Rabbit Zodiac, you are slightly more vulnerable. Your emotions are slightly fragile. You need a lot of emotional connections. So therefore, those will actually heighten up the risk for you to being scammed and lose a lot of money. And also, when they are going through the stage of destructions, they are bound to have all this unexpected expenditure, unprofitable investment. So you need to focus more on stability, making sure all the financial decisions you are making are going through a proper analysis, have been researched, has been investigated properly before you jump into making all these kind of financial decisions. Okay. And next, when we talk about the relationship aspect, well, this year you are blessed with the Peach Blossom star and also the Salty Pool. While the Peach Blossom intensify your likability, your attractions, your charm, your likability, but the Salty Pool star may attract short-term fleeting relationship. So it's sort of like short-term fling. So therefore, this star could comes together with good and bad, and may attract all these people who wanted to take advantage of you. So you just need to pay attention. But still, the good news is you have the Sky Happiness star, which indicates there are a lot of happy, joyful celebrations, especially when it comes to relationship. Maybe you are being invited to certain wedding. There are a lot of auspicious celebrations where it will heighten up your personal charm, your confidence, your joyfulness, your energy, make you so attractive. So therefore, highly advise you to focus more on cultivate and build genuine connections, and try to learn how to spot all these potential people who are lurking around, try to snitch on your financial gain. And when we talk about health aspect, well, there are risks of sadness, emotional turmoil, and there are risks of where your family members, maybe they are falling sick, they are falling ill, their emotions and overall immunity slightly weak. So therefore, you have to practice healthier diet, so to make sure that the family receive the best nutrition to strengthen their own energy, and perhaps organizing all these annual celebrations like wedding anniversary, that those kind of activities will also elevate the aura and the energy of the family members. So therefore, overall, in terms of health aspect this year, the Rabbit Zodiac need to prioritize the family bonding, how to protect and then secure the deep emotional connections. Those are your top of the list. Okay, and next, let us talk about the Dragon Zodiac. For those who are born with the Dragon Zodiac, well, congratulations, because in year 2026, your fame and popularity will shoot up to the sky high. So therefore, take this opportunity to build your rapport, to build your reputations, and of course, your ability to showcase, to be present in your industry. Well, so let us talk about your overall opportunities. Well, this year you not only will gain opportunity to being promoted, gaining recognitions. As a matter of fact, you are being visited by two powerful relief stars which can help you to relieve most of the issue. So therefore, this is going to be a powerful year for you to resolve all the past lingering issue and focus more on establish yourself as the authority. And let us talk about the career and business as well. Well, having all this positive influence will boost your reputations, recognitions. Maybe you are being promoted or positioned in certain leadership role or certain cornerstone of the company role or supporting pillar in an large organizations, because the 8th star will signifies that you are playing a critical role, being the column or the corner, the pillar supporting of a large organizations. So this year you have opportunity to being promoted, and so therefore you need to be seen. You need to let people know what you're made of and how you can provide impact, how you can transform other people's life. So therefore this year, focus more on establish yourself as the authority and be able to contribute to help other people to solve their problem, and this eventually will elevate your own status. Okay, so of course there are some issue related to dispute, disagreement, easily offending other people's, because sometimes maybe you just too highly confident with your own ability to a stage that which may intensify your own ego. So therefore, you just need to be mindful in terms of how you bring yourself, how to communicate, because this year required your ability to focus on solving problem rather than try to being so judgmental with your word. I know you have good intentions, you may have certain good answer, but I would advise you to take a step back. You can propose yourself that, hey, I have this idea and here's my thoughts. Are you open for it? If yes, then only you open your mouth. Otherwise, you just keep your mouth shut and just move on, because not everyone deserves your impact, not everyone deserves your time and effort. So therefore, maybe you just need to further strengthen your own positions until they feel they wanted to come to ask you for advice, and that is more important. Okay, so there are risks of struggle with internal politics. So therefore, if you discover that a lot of people are gossiping, they are trying to create their own tribes, their own groups, well, your role is to remain neutral and not easily siding any party. Remain in a more steady, more unbiased manner, because this is going to be helping you to navigate this year full of turbulence. And because the main issue related is all about your emotions, when you attach emotions into everything, that will eventually stir up all these things. So therefore, as long as you are able to focus more on intellectual reasoning especially, so you were able to pacify and balance both the emotions and the logic thinking for this year. So let's talk about the wealth aspect. Well, apparently your overall wealth outlook is slightly unstable this year, because due to a certain star like the instability and also the burden basket, which may signifies a lot of potential financial losses due to your greediness. Maybe you're falling into a certain scam or falling into a certain financial pitfall, or perhaps if you are working in a large bigger deal, there are risks for you to stuck in all these illegal deals that may sound too good to be true, but when you're not doing your due diligence to check it out, well, very high chance you may fall into certain financial related opportunity, which may eventually jeopardize your overall reputation. Okay, so therefore this required you to remain able to discern the truth, the real value, and what are the potential scam, you need to do all your due diligence to investigate, to get into the reality, the clarity before you make or jump into any financial decision. Okay, but despite that, there are two powerful relief stars that I already mentioned. It can help you to dissolve most of this issue, but this requires you to put in effort and talk to respective people to help you to do the proper investigations, do some background check to ensure that all the deal are having the proper documentations. Then only you start to evaluate whether you should take it or not. Okay, overall this year, your ability to help people to change their life, to transform their life, to make impact on how they will become better of your own actions, this will be highly regarded as one of the nobility star that increase your nobility, reputations, your own rapport, and also your professionalism in overall stake in the year of 2026. So let's talk about the relationship aspect. Well, this year there are some minor obstacle challenges that may affect you due to all this. You are attaching too much emotions onto every issue. So therefore, if you can figure out a way to detach issue away from emotions, because when you apply emotions and labeling, it will give you different perspective and you are easily, attacked or influenced negatively by other people. So therefore, I will advise you this year, your biggest life lesson is to know how to discern and detach emotion versus logic, needs and wants. So therefore, if you can manage this, and most of the time, I think it's going to be helpful to you to mitigate all the misconceptions, emotional gossip, rumor mongering, because this year the emotional turmoil could lead you to a lot of high fluctuations of emotions. So therefore, this is important if you know how to manage your own emotions and able to detect if the negative emotions belong to you or belong to someone else. Because sometimes people may just their negative energy was so vibrant until those energy come to affect you. They just come to surround you. So therefore, if you know how to respond, how to diagnose, how to detect, how to manage it, it will help you by a lot in this year. Okay, and plus there are two negative stars known as the lonesome star and also the negative bad chi. So this issue may affecting you. You wanted to regulate your own emotions. You may just feel you want to have your own me times, because apparently when you become smarter, you become knowledgeable, you become better, or become more famous and popular, somehow you may feel slightly loneliness, people couldn't understand you. So these are just a minor emotional issue, but just being able to stay alert and be mindful and be aware about this will help you to make better decisions and judgment in terms of how you manage your relationship. In terms of health aspect, well, there are combinations of like the blood knife or some negative stuff which may affect your overall well-being, especially when you are easily prone towards a physical injury where you can easily cut yourself, affected by certain sharp metal objects, which may lead you to deep wound or blemishes. So therefore, there are a lot of high risk related into your physical well-being. So I would advise you guys to stay away from all these high risk activities. And in case if you are operating all these high risk equipment like weapon, cars, or even EV cars, so you are bound to be higher risk, prone to all this injury. So of course you need to check up all your security, the security or safety of your equipment and gears. Make sure everything's are operating at top-notch conditions, because you are bound to easily prone to all this negative influence. So therefore, you need to pay more attention onto all this aspect. And next, let us talk about the snake zodiac. Well, for those who are born with the snake zodiac, well, year 2026 is going to be your year of transition, because first of all, you are being influenced by the surpassing path star, which signifies there are certain stage of transition, because last year you were the Grand Duke and now you're slowly transiting yourself out of the limelight. You're transiting the seat of the position of the Grand Duke to the horse zodiac. So when you're transitions, maybe you feel uncomfortable because you may find yourself, well, people no longer see me, people no longer appreciate me. But that is not really the biggest issue here. The most important issue is that you need to be aware that when you're transiting out of such a high stress role or position, now you have a more opportunity to cool down yourself, slow down your own momentum, not too aggressive, not try to push or pushing yourself to beyond your limit, because this year is more focusing on finding the balance and work things out to resolve your health aspect this year, because you are being affected by the sickness trump star, which signifies that last year your body has been overworked, and this year you need sufficient time for you to rest, rejuvenate, recuperate, so you can enjoy a long-term game in this life pursuit. Okay, so let's talk about the career and business aspect. Well, there are several powerful stars which is shining on you, such as the heavenly officer and thriving star, which boosts your popularity, recognitions, gaining merit, gaining a lot of recognitions and also acknowledgement from a lot of people. So this is actually quite a powerful boost where you will gain your own momentum, gaining more confidence, your role, your contributions are more being seen and being recognized. Of course, this will also increase a lot of opportunity for you to keep contributing to help other people to make their life better. So therefore, having all this auspicious star that comes with some minor legal entanglement, because there could be some minor issue in related to unresolved or incomplete project in the past that may keep holding you back from making progress this year. So therefore, I would highly advise for those who have the snake zodiac anywhere in their chart, you may need to settle all this legal issue, compliancy issue, maybe due to the tax, due to the government, anything that you involve the authority, all these applications, all this entanglement, you need to get rid of it as soon as possible, especially before the month of the June, because all this issue, if you wait and you try to delay it, it may eventually hold you down and causes you to be stressing yourself out. Okay, and you need to be aware of potentially being dragged into all this legal embezzlement and also internal politics, because there's a lot of people who will try to, they are trying to suck your own energy. When your own energy is highly fluctuations, unstable, when all these negative people, they try to grab and suck all your auspicious or your powerful energy, that will further leading you to massive drainage. So therefore, you need to be able to discern and how to manage how you interact with other people, and don't try to solve and help everyone at the same time. You need to manage your time and have sufficient rest, because this year when we talk about health aspect, well, later then you will know. And in terms of wealth aspect, this year apparently you have a lot of wealth opportunity, because your influence, your rapport, your recognitions, people may still look for you in terms of giving you opportunity to work things out. Well, when having more opportunity, of course, you can ask for higher pay, you can increase your value, you can increase your sales pricing as well. It's just that this year you need to find a balance between who are your top priority list of clients that you need to pay more attention, and also need to balance in terms of how much time you can handle and how much time for you to rejuvenate yourself. Because remember, health is also wealth, and this year health and wealth is the most biggest top priority in your chart. Okay, so there's a couple of auspicious stars supporting you to help you to dissipate and resolve all these past lingering issues, such as the heavenly officer star may signify you may suddenly have certain help from those who are in the industry. Maybe you are dealing with the government, and you happen to meet someone who just retired from the government body, and you can ask for their help, asking their support or advice. So eventually those can help you to navigate and solve all these issue related to with the authority. Or this could also related to financial institute like the bank, like mortgage, or anything related to high authority ranking officer level group of interactions. Okay, so overall this year you need to focus in terms of your financial security, because there are risks of financial risks, such as being scammed. Maybe there are certain gray areas in the contract or document that you have signed in the past, which may backfire you, which may causes you to further unnecessary financial losses. So therefore, all these issues you need to audit and you need to check it all over again to ensure you are not easily stuck in all this unnecessary financial commitment. And of course, when we talk about relationship aspect, well, this year your relationship will be gaining more balance compared to last year, because last year your energy are shooting up. This year apparently your energy slowly slow down, and you have more time to spend quality time with your loved one, because this year you are being visited by the heavenly chef star, which bring you a lot of good foods, good enjoyment, a lot of celebrations, being invited to participate in certain occasions. So therefore this will also increase your quality quality time with your loved one, your family members, and take this opportunity to go travel, to enjoy different food. And from food, you can start off a lot of meaningful, deep conversations between you and your loved one. So therefore, take this opportunity to explore the world and build meaningful connections, strengthen the bonding together with the power of the heavenly chef. Okay, and when we talk about health aspect, well, as I already mentioned, this year you are being visited by the death god and also the sickness charm, where both of these stars will actually intensify your energy drainage. So therefore, plus together with the solid killing star, which warn potential of accidents, risk, a lot of you are being bombarded with a lot of pressure that will causes you to react hastily without thinking. So therefore, you need to focus more on rejuvenating your own energy, your own overall well-being and spirit, because this year the most critical part is your consciousness, the higher level of energy that you can surround and maintain yourself operating at, that is going to be the one who decide your overall performance of the year. So therefore, this year you may consider to go for a spiritual retreat, look for certain joining any retreat rejuvenations program, help you to detox, rebalance your internal energy, or perhaps you can look for spiritual healers or any alternative medicine which can help you to strengthen your own immunity. And that's all for the 12th Chinese Zodiac Forecast for the year of 2026. And in case if you wanted to learn more about Chinese astrology, such as finding out your inborn skill set, talent, opportunity, or your strongest talent and your ability to build your success path, and how you work, what is the industry or role that you're more suited with, and of course your personal feng shui energy map, and of course your career, business luck, and all, even your personal love and relationship aspect, how will it work, and what kind of relationship you are looking for, what kind of candidate that suits you the most, and what kind of life language or the love language that you are actually seeking within your own energy. And for those who are pursuing spiritual path, maybe you wanted to discover your spiritual life path and how is the story arc of your life, and of course, who are your guardian spirit? Who are your guardian angel? What kind of supernatural talent or spatial ability that you already born with, but you're yet to discover it? So therefore, if you wanted to learn more about your own inborn energy, well, do not hesitate to schedule a consultations with me to help you to learn more about your own inborn energy map. And for those who wanted to learn more about how to use all this Chinese astrology to help them to upgrade and improve their life, well, do join me and my friends, my partners, where the three of us will be organizing our annual Chinese astrology and feng shui events known as the Hack My 2026, where we will be sharing multidisciplinary art of Chinese matters physics to help you to craft your own battle plan, how you can understand the pros and cons, what are the spatial gifts, spatial talent, and spatial ability that has been given to you, but you need to figure out a way to integrate it, how to activate it, and of course knowing what kind of power or energy, the additional powerful alliance that you may be able to leverage to help you to materialize your dream and get what you want into the reality. So therefore, if you wanted to find out more, do not hesitate, click on the link below to find out more information about this workshop. And that's all for this session, because I will be sharing more in-depth analysis for all the 12 Chinese zodiac in details with additional information. Well, do check it out. So therefore, if you love this series, do hit like button and subscribe to my channel, as I will be sharing more stuff to help you in hacking your personal growth with Chinese astrology in the year 2026. So that's all from me, Jonathan Lee, and I would like to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy and wonderful, prosperous year of the Fire Horse. 恭喜發財!